Hello and welcome. So today I'm going to be doing a live solve of the Times Quick Cryptic number 2701, 2701, and this has been set by Felix. Now this is a very sad puzzle to encounter because Felix was actually the pseudonym of Richard Rogan, who was the puzzles editor for the crossword editor rather for the Times, and he sadly died a couple of weeks ago from a heart attack. So apparently there's still a few puzzles to be published for him. So this is the first one we've seen. So yeah, a little bit of a moment to think about there. I've always struggled with the puzzles set by Felix. He set some really good clues, and I think anagrams. He has some really well hidden anagrams in there. And I very rarely get these done in under 20 minutes. I'm going to see how this goes today, and I may even have to just call it a day, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it's going to be a good one though. So without further waffle, I'm going to reset the timer and get cracking. One across happens to include pastry dish for those inside. Happens to include occurs those inside. Don't know, let's look at one down. Grass pop artist used regularly. Grass pop artist. Golly, artist is an array. No idea. In advance, post offices put together. 3. Gym needed by a climber. I believe that's ape. I think gym being PE and it's needed by letter A. Political exile, maybe once before commandeering fighter plane. So that might be maybe once, yeah, ever, emigre. Wow, I'm very pleased to get that. A MiG being a old Russian fighter, I believe. Homes we rebuilt, so that looks like an anagram of homes we, but then it hasn't got 9 letters. We rebuilt, note in a particular location. On to the next one. Army medic to employ a shrinking violet. And that looks like to employees use a shrinking violet. Army medic is an MO. Shrinking violet? Mouse? Not sure about that. Face attack in street. Okay, your face is your mug, and an attack in the street is mugging. So I guess mouse is okay. Not entirely convinced by that. Oh, shrinking violet mouse. Someone can refer to a person. Moderate, felt neglected, somewhat upset. It looks like it's yes, that's gentle. That's a hidden word. Upset, somewhat indicating there's a hidden word in there. Some of it. Early part of the day for poet to hear lament. Oh, hear lament. Early part of the day for poet to hear lament. My names of poets aren't good. I don't know that. Well, I don't think I need a poet in there. Lament. So this one ends in I. I'm covered in paint playing drums. Timpani. But I can't have timpani because I've got APE in there. I'm covered. That does look timpani though. Yeah. I think. So why is ape not right? Let's go with timpani. Oh, okay, that's a P. A sweet pea, I think. Peas climb. Ooh, P needed by, okay, P by S. That's a better clue, isn't it? Grass pop artist used it regularly. AT. I'm just looking at whether there's an alternating letter there. O-A. O-A-T-S. Oats. I think grass is oats. Go with that. Happens to include, well, that's occurs, isn't it? Occupiers, I suppose. Pastries, yes. Those inside, people inside are occupiers. occurs. And pastry dish is a pie dish, I suppose. Don't quite. Oh, a pastry dish. So yeah, actually, the dish you make with pastry is a pie. In advance, post offices put together in advance. Nope, can't see anything on there. Young wizard's wife, Potter, Harry Potter, I think. Young wizard is wife with list. Pottery wheel, I think that is. Wife. Where's the Y going from? With list. Showing craftsperson's tool. Young person. I'm going to leave that as a blank. Just I think it's pottery wheel, but I can't quite see why. Removing solicitor, grabbing a moniker. Grabbing a monarch. And that normally means put king in there. Taking off a solicitor. No, solicitor, toff. Tout, taking out. Tout is a solicitor. Bill the magistrate is beak. It's like compose. Put together is to compose. In advance, post offices. Post offices in advance. Come. Okay. Homes we rebuilt. I mean, this does look like an anagram. Homes we rebuilt, and then put a note. So it's going to be homes. Sure, particular location. Let's look at this one. Irish Gaelic featuring in teachers seminar. That's just It's hidden word again. Featuring in teachers seminar. Hide in empty storehouse. That's an SE on Greek island. Okay, so that's secrete with actually it's SE on top of Crete. Let's get someone. Group into match fixing. Can't deny a gig. That's corrupt. Can't deny a gig. So it's an anagram of can't deny a gig. Group into match fixing is a betting. No, not betting. But I think there's an ing there. Can't deny. That's probably a Y on the end there. I have to get the pen and paper out once I've got some more. Let's look at this one down here. Orders from new CD site. Again, CD site looks like it's an anagram. Ooh, I am not good on anagrams. Sometimes, especially when they're short. Charlie, along with Oscar, promoting a positive attitude. Can do. C and O. Can do. Charlie and Oscar. Black sheep runs into factory. Railway factory. Factory for drink. That's a brewery. So that's black. U runs. Yeah, I think that figures. So I'll go screen down. Bishop and I agree to. That's buys. Good old cricket word. B for bishop. Yes. High priest found in some regions is Eli. Good. Yeah, about the only priest you ever meet in crossword land. Being plump, bachelor wears Ben's suit badly. Being plump, bachelor wears Ben's suit. Tubbiness, I think that is. Ben's suit. Yeah, tubbiness, that's an anagram. Ben's suit, I think. Looks like hubbub. Tree by an old barn appearing black initially. Not hubbub, tree. Oh. Old barn. Is that just a... Yes, that's a... Wow, that's a baobab tree. Oh, that's some kind of agency, I think. There's a T in there. It's an agency. I'm going to have to just write down. I'm going to write that down. Can't deny. Can't deny a gig. A-G-E-N-A-G-E-N-C-Y. Dating agency. Group into match fixing. Tango on ice. Mostly is something refreshing. Oh, don't make me struggle on this. It, what's this? I've only got two vowels. You'd think I could get that. Edicts. Bag in the boot, we hear. Bag in the boot. Sack. Tango on ice mostly. It's something refreshing. Let's have another look at these over here that I haven't got. Homes we rebuilt in a particular location. That's just somewhere, isn't it? Okay. I'm going to have to look at why that's somewhere. I'm going to say that's pottery wheel. Might be wrong. Let's see. Lament is mourn, I would think. Evelyn Morn. So yeah, it's sounded like Evelyn Morn. And over here, what have we got? Bag in the boot. Bag is a sack. If that's sack, that looks like a tonic. I'm just going to biff it and go with it. Tonic on ice. On. Okay, that really is literally on ice. Congratulations. No. Okay, what have I done wrong? Let's look. Bag. Sack in the boot. Sack. Sock. Sock. So, homes we rebuilt. Don't ray me. Morn. Early part of the day is morn. Yeah. Timpani. Can do. Tonic. Edict. So I'm just going to check the grid. Potter's wheel. There we are. Potter's wheel. That's why it didn't quite work. 11:27. So I'm really pleased with that actually, because I have struggled with Felix at other times. Let's just look up now. Felix. The other thing about Felix is he quite often has what you call a Nina or a theme to it. Now, I'm no good at spotting these, but sometimes it's the letters across make words. No. Beaker. Beaker is there. Occupier's mug. Timpani morn. Sack tub. Can do. Edicts. I don't know. Let's go through the clues. Let's just go through what's going on here. So happens is occurs. So OCCURS, and it's including a pastry dish, which is a pie. A pie, so not the dish itself, not the ceramic thing, but a pastry dish is a pie, and that gives you those inside, which is occupiers. So really, really solid cluing there to get to that. 6 across. Face attack in street, so double definition. Face is your mug, and mug shot, for instance, and attack in the street is if you get mugged. Timpani, so I am covered in paint, playing, so anagram of the letters of paint. You can see there are P-A-N-I-T, gives us drums which are timpani. Morn, okay, so early part of the day is the morning. For a poet, I think, is there? For a poet, to hear lament. Well, a lament, if you lament, you definitely mourn something. I'm pretty certain there's a poet. I think I'm confusing Evelyn Waugh with Evelyn Morn. Poet to hear. Anyway, the two here is saying it's definitely, it's a sound like of early part of the day because it's not morn. Which would be M-O-R-N. Right, young wizard is Potter, and Potters. Okay, it says young wizards, so that's potters. And then wife with list. Okay, so list as in the sense of if you're leaning over a little bit, you've got a heel. Potter's wheel gives us potter's wheel. Craftsperson's tool. Beak, bill. Bill on a bird is to the beak, and the magistrate is always known as to the beak. Irish Gaelic, so the language of Gaelic, was called Erse, and that features in teacher's seminar. We can see E-R-S-E, last three letters of teachers, and the first letter. Oh, sorry. Actually, that's interesting because I don't think that's correct. Although it's meant to be. There's a double S in there, and there shouldn't be a double S. But I think it's meant to be teacher's seminar. So that's a bit strange. Okay, group into match fixing. Fantastic. This now, as you heard, this made me laugh. So group into match fixing. Well, that's people. A dating agency is matchmaking, matching people up. Can't deny a gig. That's corrupt. It's just saying it's an anagram of can't deny a gig. Gives us dating agency. Charlie, along with Oscar, promoting a positive attitude. So a positive attitude is a can-do attitude, and Charlie, letter C, and O for Oscar, which are both, Charlie and Oscar are words in the NATO phonetic alphabet. Right, so 21 across. Black, which is B. U, which is a sheep. U is a sheep. Runs into railway factory. So that R there. Okay, so we've got black, which is the B, and then we've got a sheep, which is U. Let's take out that bit from it, so I can do this. So black, and we've got U. Oh, that was Eli, wasn't it? So let's go the right way. U runs from cricket, R, and that's into railway, and a railway is always R, Y. Got the congratulations message again. So that gives us a brewery, which is a factory for drink. Bag in the boot, we hear. So a bag is a sack. More commonly, you'd expect to see that with a K on the end, but sack. It is spelled that way. In the boot, sack, we hear. So sack. And again, it seems like it's a sound like with the we hear on the end. Boot, sack. The boot as in you get fired from work. You get given the sack, which is definitely a K, whereas the bag is without K. Being plump is tubbiness, so bachelor wears bends suit badly. So we've got an anagram of bends here, B-E-N-S. Suit, S-U-I-T, and that's where it's worn by B for bachelor to give us tubbiness. So let's go back up here. Grass. Okay, so you wouldn't think of cereal of oats is a type of grass. A little bit obscure definition there for us, making it a little bit harder. And then we've got the word regularly, indicating take every other letter. So let's just move that up. If we go, the second letter of pop is O. Skip to the next letter, A, T, S for oats. In advance, post offices put together. So POs, post offices, P-O-S, sorry, gives us C-O-M-E, come. So in advance. My brain can't think of a good example of why come is to advance, but that gives you, putting something together is to compose it. So gym is P, P-E, physical ed, needed by A. Put the letter A in, gives us a P. So P, the garden, plant, vegetable. P is actually a type of climb. Yeah, they climb. I remember my dad growing peas up a frame back in the day. So yeah, P. I'll start out with ape there. Overcomplicated it. Political exile, maybe once before commanding a fighter plane. So a political exile is an emigre. And we've got maybe once. So E-R-E, so one of those old English words, air, E-R-E. Probably there's an apostrophe for it or in it somewhere. When you spoke it in kind of 16th century English, you might see it in old poems. And it's commandeering, so include a fighter plane, which is a MiG, a Russian MiG jet fighter. Homes we rebuilt. Note in a particular location. So we've got a simple anagram of homes we, which is down to there, first 7 letters, and then we've got an RE left, which is a note. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. In a particular location. Sorry for the tuneless singing. So a particular location is somewhere. Army medic is an MO, medical officer, and to employ is to use. A shrinking violet, so nothing to do with flowers. Actually, if someone's a bit of a mouse, they're a shrinking violet. Moderate, felt neglected, somewhat upset. So as soon as I saw the word somewhat, that made me think there could be a hidden word here. The fact it said I had the G as well of mug, and I can see there's a G in neglected, and the fact it says upset, and it's a down clue, made me think, this could be a word going upwards. So if we go G-E-N from the start of neglected, T-L-E from the end of felt, we get gentle backwards hidden away in there, and gentle is moderate. Removing solicitor, grabbing a monarch. So removing is taking out. A solicitor is a tout, T at the start, O-U-T. So if you tout for business, you're soliciting for business. And it's grabbing, so taking in a king, a monarch. Nice simple wordplay. Hide is to secrete something. Empty storehouse, so SE for empty. So storehouse, empty all the letters out the middle, gives you the S and the E of storehouse. And then put it on a Greek island, which is Crete. So secrete that. Orders. Orders are edicts from new CD site, and here was a good example of me being unable to do a simple anagram. Just an anagram of CD site is an edict. Edicts. An edict is an order, so the plural of that is edicts. Like this one. So let's just scroll down a little bit. Ooh, scroll down. Can I get that down? There. So a tree is I'm going to say it's a baobab tree. I don't know. We've got B, by, A, old, barn, appearing, black. So take the initials of each of those words. By an old barn, appearing black, and that gives you the baobab tree. Tango, again we're back on the NATO phonetic alphabet with the T, tango. On, literally put on, and then ice, mostly put most of ice, the IC, gives you something that's refreshing, which is a tonic. Really simple when you know it, but hard to get to before you do. Bishop, B, and I agree, yes, to provide extras, which is a cricket thing. And finally, high priest. As I say in crossword land, if you're asked to think of a high priest, especially from the Bible, then it's going to be Eli. And again, it's found in some religions. So, as we saw earlier, somewhat was an indicator there's a hidden word. Some is another word that indicates there's a hidden word. And in the middle of religions is Eli. So there we go. Thank you very much. I've got no idea what the theme is there, but I will try and find out what it is. And really enjoyable, not too hard for me. Crossword there, quick crossword from Felix, and yeah, lovely to see that. Thank you for watching.